Great, do you like to
Thanks, Rose. It's very good to see Dennis here. I know that thought and influence are different things, but Dennis McShane today, Prime Minister's Questions, suggested to the Prime Minister that it would be a good thing if President Sarkozy and he could conclude an entente fraternelle, as he called it. 4 hours later, President Sarkozy in the House of Lords proposed precisely that. So we think that's some sort of direct line. Matthew said that we shouldn't equate the left with the Labour Party, and of course that's true. But nevertheless, I think it would be surprising if the ideas of the left were not so compelling that they can't persuade the most closely allied party to take them up. That suggests a difficulty, to put it mildly. I think some of us on our side of the house were really rather surprised when Gordon Brown came in. Someone who has a reputation for being quite thoughtful man, a reputation for being a well-read man. I don't dare say every book of your long list and short list he's devoured at Cape Cod last summer. Not last summer, he didn't go, the previous summer. And in Scotland. And when it came to his accession, and when it came to specifically his party conference speech in September, a lot of us were completely astonished that there seemed to be so little of a vision and so little thought invested in that. And that was a genuine surprise. We were really prepared for perhaps a kind of less shift from kind of Blair years of pragmatism towards something that was more considered and more influenced by the thought of the so that doesn't seem to have happened in government. And I do think that whilst there clearly are thinkers on the left who are thinking deeply and effectively, there are, I suggest, two structural problems I think that the left face at the moment. The first is this, that the territory of the left traditionally has been looking for collective solutions to often collective problems. That has been, by contrast, I suppose, with the greater interest in individualism on the right. That has been the left's territory. What I think we've had over the last few years is a crisis of confidence in the state's ability to deliver solutions to those collective problems, and to deliver through the state collective solutions to those problems. And whether it's the National Health Service, whether it's education, whether it's the economy, the idea that the state can be an effective vehicle for delivering collective outcomes, I think is it's gone beyond being questioned to now being assumed that can't possibly be the case, that there is a kind of ingrained skepticism that is capability. And sort of faced with that, I don't see among the thinkers, certainly the political thinkers on the left, an alternative. I don't see any alternative means of delivering collective goals, collective outcomes, other than the state. And so I think that is a problem. It's a problem that people like Matthew Taylor have recognised, but I think it is holding back the application of any thoughts that might be being entered into there. And related to that, I think, is an allied point, which concerns the kind of perennial issue of any party's connection with the modern world. And I feel, in a sense, that the modern world is leaving behind the current set of prescriptions of the left and the Labour Party in particular. And if I were to characterise it as this, it's that the left under Blair and to a certain extent Brown has formed a view of what the problems are to be solved. And then it has looked for and searched for what it thinks of as the best way to solve those problems. So whether it's smaller class sizes, whether it's increased money in the NHS, whether it's targeting particular outcomes. It's formed a view of what's the best way to address those problems. And then it's acted in accordance with that diagnosis. Now, I think that is a profoundly unmodern way of thinking and operating. I think people are less willing than they were in the past to be told what to do, even in response to a high-minded diagnosis of the problem by someone in government. I think they don't expect to take instructions from people separate and above them. And so I think that is a difficulty. But more than that, even more significantly, the idea that the government, any government, is capable of neatly specifying and bundling the problems to be solved again, I think is not the way of the modern world. It's not the way of the internet age that someone else will tell you and define what the problems are. I think there is something in the Donald Rumsfeld's approach to this, that actually the problems that are of particular interest and concern going forward are the unknown problems rather than the known problems. And I think that the way that Labour recently has approached it, of defining problems and specifying solutions, doesn't provide any means of being open to the detection of